Hey everybody, welcome back. And I'm so glad to be back. This is day 5. I am recording day 5 Molygon. A day late. Oh no. It's still a great tangle, and man, we had Yom Kippur. I follow the Jewish tradition, so that snuck up on me, and I don't post or anything like that on such a holy day in our tradition. And so I had it all planned out. I was going to get up early in the morning and come in and record and get it out before 9 o'clock. Well, guess what? I was halfway through the first one and the internet went down. The internet went down in the whole area for a couple of hours. And in the meantime, my dog goes crazy. He's running all over the house. And it seemed like all heck broke loose. And here I was ready to record today and tomorrow. Now I'm back and I'm recording day 5, and following this video, I'm doing a little batch this afternoon. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a behind the scenes because I'm having people ask me how I record this, and I try to do it really simple. I don't edit typically because that's just too much time, and I don't have that kind of time, and it's better done and out there than try to overproduce it, because then it's never done. So anyway, welcome back. My name is Yehudit Steinberg. I'm a certified Zentangle instructor, and I have been developing multimedia content for a long time, since before computers. And I am really excited to be here and get this YouTube channel going. And I'm having a great response. So thank you all for joining in and signing up for the email list. And I'm so sorry, but the technology failed us again. It's kind of like that. It's really wonky right now. So just bear with it. You have to have a lot of patience sometimes. So now I want to make sure where I'm sharing. Okay. And we are going to get started. So what we're doing here on this channel during the month of October is we're participating in Inktober Tangles 2022. And we're doing a tangle a day of video, and we're drawing or getting our creative on in October this year. So today we're doing day 5. It's Molygon. And what I've done with these videos now, for those of you that don't want to partake in the entire video because there's 2 parts, I will timestamp it, and I also have created these page to let you know that we are about to start part 1, the step out. So I do step out drawings, and then part 2, we draw on the mandala template that I gave you in that beginner's guide when you signed in, and that link is below in the description. If you want to sign up for it, it's not too late. And on the last day of October, you're going to have all the links of all the videos for Inktober, the step outs, all there in one email. So it's a great thing. So we're going to get started, and here is the step out for Molygon. We have 6 steps, and we will be going through them. So get your materials ready. And if you want to get the beginner's guide and the almost daily email prompts, no, you get an email every time I release the video. And So that link is in the description, and in that beginner's guide, we have suggested supply list. People ask me that all the time. Tangle, this Tangle Step Out template. So I show you how to draw a step out, and I give you a template so that you can have a record of it, and in any way that you want to organize that. Then so Molygon is the tangle, and it's quite an interesting tangle, and we'll get into it. It has a lot of variations, so we're going to jump over to my studio, and we're going to get started. I think we are. Oh, technology. Technology. Here we go. Yay. And oh, and some private message there that I didn't stop. Well, this is, you're in my creative studio. Welcome. And I have laid out here, so you might be able to even take a screenshot. If you're somewhere, you can take a screenshot. These are the pens and tools that I'm using for this lesson. Anyway, okay, so Molygon. Oh, and here, and we're going to get into some of these a little bit later on too, because I just think, let me move this out of the way. I think there's a lot of really cool things you can do with Molygon. It's taking me a little bit of practice to get these little crescents kind of even, but then I guess they don't really have to be all exactly the same size. So now I'm looking for my material. So let's get out our step out. And here's a couple of patterns that we've learned so far before we get started. Here, there's on day one, we did rain. On day two, we did del Y. On day three, we did ISEA -U. And on day four, we did soup. And on day 5, we are doing Molygon. All right. So just another little bit of a review. Zentangle is based on the idea that anybody can learn the patterns and be successful at it and have relaxation and joy. And that is because each of the patterns are designed step by step with one of the 5 basic elements in mind. So when you start to recognize the shapes, these basic shapes, keep them in your mind as you're drawing the different patterns. If it's a straight line, if it's a C curve, then, when they say, well, it's a C curve, then think of a C curve, and it will help you learn the steps. So these are the ICSO. So that's, you take a screenshot of this as well. This is a cool thing to be able to relate to when you're doing your lines and you're coming up with the different ideas for the different lines, 5 elemental lines. Okay, so we are starting with a C shape. And we will start it's almost like a crescent moon. Step 1. They can be rounded too. They don't need to be. That's a little big guy. I don't know, he may be a little too big. Well, we'll have to see how we can work with it. So typically we take it from up here and bring it down. So I'm not sure, I'm gonna go outside the line because it's really important to be able to start it at the top. So that was, I could have started that further down. But I try to do, I'm not perfect. I don't try to do perfect things. If I wanted this all to be perfect, we would be looking at how I do it digitally. This is, you know, with my brain and my hand coordinating with each other. So, and we started that. And now have to remember to change it to the hot pink I chose, because that's, there we go. So we have another one coming off here. Now, when I draw it over here, I think I want to try and get it further down the page so we can get a real sense to see what Molygon does here. So I'm at least going to start it here. You know, what I also believe is that practice makes perfect, and I've had to practice this one more than once. And so I find creating a step out helps me to practice it enough that I start to understand the pattern. So I really encourage that you take the time to do step outs for the patterns, and that you don't go pattern crazy. I mean, how many patterns, you know, patterns, when you start going deep, boy, they start talking to you. It's really there's so many variations from just that pattern. So we just keep turning this around, making our C shapes. First this line, and then like the little crescent moon. Okay. All right. So kind of get the idea there. It's like we're making a spiral. And then the next step is that we add it to the outside. So you do so. Sure. Now I'm changing the shape of it a little bit so I can get that there. Looks a little wiggly. Okay, now the next, so the new step here is to add some of these over here. And we're going to do that. It's like a little fan. And then, yeah, and then they can be embellished. Then you can come back and you can build them. You can make them larger. The larger you make them, the more embellishment you can put in. It gets really cool. So I really suggest that you take a look, go and take a look around at what other people are doing and how they're putting their Molygon together to get an idea of some of the different ways that you can do it all in one pattern, like I did on this one. So we forgot to do one thing before we go, and that's put the name. Molygon Day 5 Zentangle. Okay. All right. So now let's go on to part 2. Part 2, now we are going to get into the mandala. We're going to add Molygon to the mandala. This is the mandala template we've been working with, and it's in the beginner's guide. If you want to get a copy, it's not too late. Link in the description, and you get reminders of all the emails. These are some of the ideas that you can think about when you're going to do Molygon on your page. So it's starting to shape up. I'm starting to like the way it looks. It's kind of cool. So let's head back over to the studio and get started. Get out your mandala sheets. And we're going to have a go at it. So I'm going to have you watch. I'm going to not talk too much because I need to concentrate on getting this the way I want to have it. So I'm hoping that I'm giving you a good angle to see, which is sorry for all the turning. Try to do it as easy on you as possible. I don't want to make you seasick. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So what I do next, So I want you to get a little bit of behind the scenes. Before I go on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at some of these ideas, because I get ideas from other people. I think I want to try this. And I may even try, let's see how that works. This is not planned right now. It's pretty, yeah. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm actually, I think what I want to do is do it a little different. And then now, turn my paper. Okay, so that's how I'm starting. And I'm going to finish, I'm going to take a look again. You can look at the video again. And in the video, there are a couple of times that I have this. You can take a screenshot of it. You can look at on the Mosaic, the Zentangle Mosaic app is a real good place. You just hashtag Molygon, and they have a lot, and they all, I think they have step outs on there too, so you can check and see another step out. And that is, I'll be back tomorrow with this filled in and show you what I've come up with. And now it's time for you to spend a little creative time with your muse, and we'll move on. So what's coming up tomorrow? Heartfully. Oh, I love this tangle. This is so much fun once you get the hang of it. And there's like a little trick in being able to get those hearts positioned right. And I will be showing you how to do that. So check back tomorrow. If you want to get the beginner's guide, it has all the information that you need about Inktober Tangles 2022 and how to connect with Stephanie, the coordinator of Inktober Tangles 20, in general. The link is in the description. You'll get an email every day as soon as I put up the video. So I'll see you on the next video, and I want to thank you all for coming, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. It really helps me out, so I'd appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you again. Happy trails.